Hey guys, good afternoon. Chef Joe here. Today's recipe is going to be the Tuscan chicken tortellini soup. And what got me thinking about this recipe is the fact that we started getting leftovers now. I think we're all going to be in the same boat where things are going to start kind of going bad. And what do we do with all this food? Well, to me, that's soup time. You know, let's catch everything before it goes completely in the garbage can. And it's okay. I got a couple things here that may be a little bit compromised, but I'm still going. The mushroom's getting a little bit old. The zucchini was going south. Everything's still great, but this is a perfect time to make this soup. I always preach the mise en place. It makes the cooking process so much easier. Weigh out all your ingredients, get everything prepared, have the kitchen nice and clean, and then it's much easier and it's a nicer experience to cook when you have everything ready. Very simply, okay, I have some garlic. I'm going to give you the list real quick. I got about 5 cloves of garlic sliced. I got 2 medium-sized onions diced. And when I call things Tuscan, to me it makes me think of a rustic sort of larger dice on everything, kind of home style. And that's the way I sort of prepared everything today. So I have my onion, like I said. I have some mushrooms that were kind of going south. A little bit of extra cherry tomato that wasn't going anywhere. I got this incredible chicken sausage right here. We bought for sandwiches. It's gonna be perfect for this. I had some beans that my wife cooked that were kind of almost ready to go, but we're gonna use those. Like I said, an old zucchini. I had a few little colorful potatoes. I had a can of tomato, and I had a chicken stock. Literally, I just looked at this and I thought chicken Tuscan soup. So let's get this thing going, okay? Let's go over to the stove.
Okay.
Okay guys, we're over at the stove. I got my soup pot here. It's nice and warm already. I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil, just enough to kind of activate the ingredients. I would say it's probably about 5 tablespoons. I'm gonna start with my onion. Now, let the oil get hot for a minute. I'm gonna start with my onion, okay? I wanna go about medium heat. I'm not looking to cook this rapidly. I wanna extract all the flavor from everything before I start layering the ingredients. That's really the key to a good soup. Letting the ingredients kind of cook and get as much flavor out of them as possible. So I'll let that onion go for a few minutes, just kind of sweat it and let it kind of get soft. Okay, it already smells great. At this point, I'm gonna add my garlic. I like to add the onion before the garlic so the garlic just doesn't really burn up. It just kind of incorporates into the onion here. Okay, and that smells really great. I'm gonna lower my heat a tiny bit, about medium-high, medium, okay? And then I'll turn it back up as I need to. I'll adjust it as I feel necessary. Okay, at this point, as I always say, I like to season every step of the way. So I'm gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper just on this little onion mix because it's gonna make the soup much more flavorful at the end. It's very hard to season at the end to get the right flavor that you're looking for. Okay, so we got this beautiful onion here going. And now I'm going to start basically just layering my ingredients in there. I'm going to throw my mushrooms in there. Okay, I'm going to turn up the medium a little bit. Throw those sauteed mushrooms in there. Or soon to be sauteed mushrooms. Let that all mix in there. And I'm allowing that mushroom to get really kind of broke down and release all its flavor. You know, the mushroom's mostly all water, so that's going to add a nice flavor to this base that we're trying to create here. Okay. And there's our mushroom cooking nicely. Looks pretty good so far. All right, we'll throw our zucchini in. Diced zucchini. That was 1 zucchini. It was just lying around the house. Again, I'll re-season just a little zucchini part. Okay, give that a nice little stir. Let that go for 5 minutes or so. We're going to do this a little quicker just so you guys can see everything, but let that go for 5-6 minutes. Let the mushroom kind of break down and get soft. Release all that nice flavor that's inside. Okay. There we are with that step. Now we're going to add a little bit of our sausage. Okay, because we want to get this sausage cooked up. Chicken sausage is going in. This is a Brazilian chicken sausage that we love. But any type of chicken sausage would be nice. You can use diced chicken breast. You could eliminate the meat altogether and just do a nice Tuscan vegetable soup. but we want that little flavor from the sausage. So we're gonna cook this until the sausage is all cooked through. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Hey guys, we're back. Now the sausage is nicely cooked. Everything's incorporated here. Our mushroom, our zucchini, our onion, our garlic, and it smells incredible. I could just eat a bowl of this without even making a soup. But we're gonna keep going, okay? At this point, I'm gonna add my potatoes. Little diced potatoes. Got some little colorful potatoes. It's gonna make a beautiful soup. These little baby potatoes, Dutch potatoes. Throw a few of those in there. Okay, I like to just soak them, get them clean. Put them in water, makes the potatoes stay nice and white. And I'll give that a nice look, and that looks really great. I always say that if it looks good before it's cooked, there's a good chance that it's gonna be really good. So this one's really shaping up to look really nice. Touch of salt. Now we gotta be careful with our salt because the sausage is now adding a little bit of salt as well. So we're taking that into consideration, okay? And this looks fantastic. At this point, I'm gonna add my fresh tomato. Optional, but I just used it up because I don't want it to go in the garbage can, okay? And then I got a can of San Marzano tomatoes that I use. And I just like to kind of crush them with my hand. Just like that, okay? I don't want to hear about the glove right now, okay? And just crush those tomatoes in there. And I'm gonna use this whole can and the juice and everything, okay? All right. Now, we're gonna add our beans. I'll do about 2 cups of beans. If you have a can of like white cannellini beans, that would be awesome. That's really, really good. Those are probably better. And I'm gonna mix that all together. All right, and I like a soup what I call a lot of groceries. I like a lot of stuff in my soup, okay? Especially Tuscan soup, I want it nice and thick, okay? So now you got a good base for the soup here. I'm gonna turn up the flame a little bit. Now I'm gonna add my chicken broth. So now we have all our ingredients in here. I'm gonna slightly season a little bit more. And at the end, I'm gonna add some fresh chopped herbs, rosemary, thyme, and sage. Go in. You could put some dry Italian seasoning in at this point if you want. So that's gonna give it basically all the seasoning that we need, okay? I'm gonna add one more chicken stock and I'll be back with the tortellini part. See you soon. Okay guys, we're back with our Tuscan chicken tortellini soup. We let it nicely, it's kind of a slow boil for about 30 minutes, okay? And here we are after 30 minutes, and it's looking real good. I usually go about 45 minutes to an hour in total, so this is 30 minutes so far. And at this point, I'm gonna add some, I usually add a little bit of spinach to it, but I don't have any spinach. But I do have some spring mix. So I just tore it up with my fingers. I'm gonna throw that in there, okay? And the final, your tortellini. I got one of those standard boxes of tortellini. They come in the frozen food section. And I'm just gonna put those in there. And I'm gonna incorporate everything into the soup, okay? Look at that, man. Incredible. All right, so now everything's in your soup. All the ingredients are in there. And it's looking phenomenal. I'm gonna put a lid back on, cook it with the top on it, and I'm gonna go about another 15 minutes, okay? I'll be back to show you how it looks in the plate. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been about 45 minutes total, and our soup's ready to go. I'm coming over to plate up. Okay, and it looks phenomenal here. Let's just put the ladle in so you can just see everything in there. All those potatoes and it's just a wonderful soup. It's super easy. And this is gonna last us a few days. Now the best thing about this is you can freeze it once it cools down, put it in little containers, and you can have soup anytime you want. And I suggest that you do that. And unfortunately, I got to go to the store and get some Italian bread, but that's the only thing missing here. So what I do is I just ladle it into the bowl, and it's a beautiful broth, so healthy and delicious. Okay, get everything in there. You got this incredible soup right here, and I got a little grated locatelli Parmesan cheese, and I love to put a little bit of that on, and a beautiful piece of garlic bread, and then I try to serve it to some lucky person. And today it's my handsome son Joey. He'll be the lucky recipient. That's our chicken tortellini soup. We hope you enjoy it. I know he will. We'll see you later.